It is a hot and cloud-free day. We are back in Germany. Ashe, where are we?
Tripsdrill.
Yep, we're at Erlebnispark Tripsdrill, which is the oldest theme park in the country. Opened in 1929. You can see one of the new roller coasters kind of popping up out of the house facade right there. And the lift, hill, and drop for the new Vekoma STC coaster, not to be confused with the SLC. And I love how Tripsdrill is kind of set with this kind of hill with the vineyards and that little, not a castle, but a little kind of house or church up there on the hill. It's very scenic. And here's a map showing the layout of the park. Not too big, not too small. Looks like there's plenty to do. But that's enough parking lot talk from me. Let's head inside and check out some rides. And after a quick scan of the tickets, we come to our kind of main street area. Very German themed, appropriately. Looks like we have a cafe right here. It serves breakfast. Some other stores, stuff along those lines. Oh, that's like an indoor playground in there. Looks kind of cool. But let's make our way over to some roller coasters. Cool little water wheel features. They kind of forced us to the left. I don't think there was a path to the right, so we're kind of going to the left now toward this windmill right here. I know those new roller coasters are over there, but we're trying to make our way to Karacho, which is the Gerstlauer Eurofighter, and Mammut, the wooden roller coaster. It looks like we can go right here, so I think we'll cut through this way. And just over that building over there, you can see the kind of top hat for Karacho, so it looks like we're going the right way. We kind of entered this kind of like garden type entrance, and check this out. We got kind of all these animatronics and exhibits and stuff. There's this little family ride kind of going through the garden. Looks like you can spin yourself around, kind of like a teacup as you go on it. Or maybe not. Still very pretty, especially since there's no clouds. Offers a lot of shade, which is really nice. And check this out. Exciting stuff. And other than some of the rides that, you know, I've seen videos of, like Karacho and Mammut and stuff like that, I have no idea the layout of this park, neither does Ashe, I don't think. It's literally our first time here, so you're seeing everything the first time just the way we're seeing it through our eyes. It looks like there's kind of all these interactive things too, so these guys are pulling on these ropes, pulling stuff out of the well. And then over here, people are kind of climbing ladders to see what pops out of the windows up there. Check this ride out. It's kind of like the one at Phantasialand Europa Park. You know, that little monorail kind of train coaster, but these ones are like freaking jamming. It looks like people are using foot pedals, you know, like as if they're pedaling a bike, so I'm not sure if that has anything to do with the speed they're going, but looks pretty neat. It's a long track too. So there's these kids riding these like bike things around right here, but you can see the front wheel, the spoke is like off center, so when you're riding it, it's kind of hard to tell right now. Either me or Ashe will ride it in a second, but it kind of like bounces around, which is weird. This is weird, I'm gonna crash. Yeah, that bike was kind of weird. So you can see some of the wheels are all weird on the front, but then some of the bikes, the wheel is weird on the back. Or that one's the front as well, but I saw another one, there it is. That one, the spoke is off on the back, so that's kind of silly. So this right here looks pretty cute, like you sit on the ducks and whatnot and you ride kind of in the water. But what do you notice about this ride, Ashe, that would never fly at an American theme park?
Yeah, I've only been to Silverland, so I don't know.
Okay, well the answer is there's no frickin' guardrails. If you wanted, your kid would just run in there and fall in the water and get mowed over by the ducks. So I guess parents are pretty protective of their kids out here, or else there would, yeah, because if this was Disney, there'd be lawsuits up the ass. So for like the first time ever, I'm frickin' lost at a theme park, and I actually get to use the map for something other than just keeping it for souvenir purposes. But if you look here, it looks like we were right up by number 68 where those bike things were, but this whole area is like a dead end. So we have to go back around to like almost the front of the park, unless we can pass under here, and then we go around to the other side, and it looks like that's where the big roller coasters are. So we're gonna make our way over there. Back through the trees here, there's this kids coaster, but the hill looks like a pretty decent size. Like this thing was jamming. I think it's gonna come by right now. Oh, there it goes. It's a little animatronic show place. It's kind of cool. Coming across this kind of pond area, it looks like Karacho and stuff's back there. There's a log flume attraction back there, which I believe is bathtub themed. Kind of cool. There's this like Tom Sawyer's bridge right here, and you can run across, jump on. And on the other side of this pond, there's a river raft attraction. It's like people can spray water at the riders. Doesn't look too crazy, but hey, maybe there's some hidden drops and stuff like that. Who knows? All right, now that looks pretty fun.
Das ist eine coole Passage. Ja, wieder. Ja, das ist geil.
You can get pretty close to this thing. And here we have kind of a nice little picnic area, and you can see Mammut off in the distance climbing the lift hill. It's actually about to crest over right now. That ride looks fun, but if we look over here at Karacho, this line is out the door. I'm gonna see if there's a wait time posted right now, but might as well knock this out. So I don't know, there doesn't seem to be a wait time listed, so hopefully it's not like 3 hours or something, but hopefully it's not too bad. But something I just remembered about Tripsdrill that they're doing right now, so you don't need a vaccine or a test or anything like that to visit the park, but you need to show the proof of eligibility to ride a ride or like go to a restaurant or something like that. So I don't know why you would go to a theme park and not go on the rides, but kind of defeats the purpose, right? So I guess we'll do what the rest of the cool kids are doing and wait it out. You excited? It's hot out here. Hopefully we get in that shade soon. I don't think the actual roller coaster trains look like this, but it's a cool way to have a test seat for the ride to see if you're, I would say big enough, but I guess small enough would be the more appropriate thing. Check out the garden spider in the bushes over here. The theming at this park is exquisite. We got some theming here in the station, which looks pretty cool. And we're actually pretty close to the building. I don't know if there's a bunch of, you know, turnarounds and stuff in there, or if the station's right there. But if the station's right there, then this was only like, what, a 15-minute wait? Shit, we'll be lucky. Fingers crossed. Looks like there definitely is more of the queue in here. We just saw a sign outside that said it's about half an hour from that point. Oh, it's 15 minutes from this point, so maybe we just have 10 minutes or so left. I just realized too that you only have a lap bar on this ride and you go upside down like, what, 4 or 5 times? We decided to break off and wait for the front row because, I mean, why not? I mean, there's only 2 rows anyways, so.
Weil es so schön ist. Die Maske richtig aufsetzen und über Mund und Nase tragen. Mund und Nase.
What an appropriate animatronic for the end of a ride. Check it out, when you exit you get a nice view of that hill. Hey Ashe, what do you think?
Good start to the day.
Good start? Your first Eurofighter? Yeah, so that ride was really fun, so spoiler alert, but I forgot about how in the dark you do like a drop and then a slow twist where you like fly out of your seat, and then you do like another drop and then launch out of the frickin' tunnel, and then you do all the outdoor elements and stuff. But really fun ride. Definitely, it was only what, like maybe half an hour wait or so. So after we do some more rides, grab some food, we'll definitely be doing that again before we go. And just like in Disney fashion, it dumps you off into a gift store when you're done with the ride. Might have to grab a, ooh, Karacho beer mug or something. Coffee mugs, sweatshirts. Might have to get something later on as a souvenir. Have some cool magnets. And they take your picture too on the ride. I forget when, I think during the launch probably. And then there's some food. I think there's a burger place somewhere around here, so we're gonna look for that. Maybe get some lunch. We're gonna try this factory burger restaurant, which is right next to Karacho. Got some desserts there, but it looks like they have like a regular beef burger, a chicken burger, a veggie burger, and then an ox burger. It kind of looks like pulled pork, but I don't know. I'm gonna try that one. Ashe is gonna get a regular burger. See how they taste. All right, so here's our little meal. Got a couple Hefeweizens. Here's my ox burger, I guess. Looks pretty good. And then Ashe got her regular burger. Oh my gosh, look at the size of the patty on that. That's funny. All right, enjoy. Man, there are just wasps up the ass over here. Maybe it's just because of the food, but hopefully it's not like that in the rest of the park. Although there are a lot of flowers and stuff, so, oh my goodness. Ugh. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of when we went to Movie Park, all the frickin' bees and wasps chasing us around there. Oh my goodness. But anyways, we just got done with our lunch. Ashe, how was your burger?
A big bun with disappointment in between.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my burger was kind of weird. I don't know what meat that was. It tasted kind of like pulled pork, but it also kind of tasted like fish. Hopefully I'm not sick tonight, but it was alright. It was edible. I finished it. But we're probably gonna save our dinner for somewhere else today, outside of the park. But maybe it was just a bad experience, but it's amusement park food in the end. What can you do? I do kind of like this field area over here, like it's overlooking Mammut, which we're about to get in line for. But then you could just kind of picnic here if you wanted to. There's like these lounge chairs to tan in, and then you can see Karacho, which is right over here. It's a neat little spot. I'm surprised how busy this park is today. Shit! And it looks like the line for Mammut is out the door as well. Am I pronouncing that wrong? Is it Mammut or Mammut or Mammut? I don't know about that one, but well, let's hop in line. So that other field we were in earlier was pretty cool, but I think this is the cool one. I think this is the one I've always seen in the pictures and videos with the kind of hill in the background, both the roller coasters right here. It's a very scenic park, very German. Probably the most German park we've been to, if that makes sense, but especially on a beautiful day like today, not a cloud in the sky. In line for Mammut now. Pretty much out the door. I think once we get under the wooden structure we'll catch a little bit of shade, but did we bring the sunscreen, Ashe? Yeah, it should be in the backpack, so we'll probably put some on soon. Ashe gets burned like very easily.
Point it out.
Probably been in line for about 20-30 minutes or so. Kind of in this shaded part of the queue now. There's some theming. Looks like they're constructing some more track for the roller coaster. You know what I mean? And it looks like kind of after this stretch right here, and after it wraps around back there, I think the station's behind that wall, so hopefully it shouldn't be too much longer. I'll show a closer view when we get to it, but you can see on the poster back there the roller skater. There's some frickin' dude who put on like a custom pair of roller skates and skated the whole track of the roller coaster in like, I forget if it was 30 seconds or 60 seconds, but he skated the whole roller coaster. Like, it's the first time I've ever heard of something like that. Yeah, and as we're getting closer to the station, here's some pictures of that crazy dude doing that. What the frick? Wow. And we're about to sit on a car and ride the coaster. We're wusses.
Looks like you did it on another one.
Oh, that's a different coaster right there. But yeah, obviously one person does not match the weight of a train, so he would have had to somehow like propel himself up the hills and stuff. And that would be quite the feat. And as we round that corner, we are at the station. So that wasn't a long wait at all. I didn't time it, but I'd say probably 30 minutes or so. Let's hop on. All right, roller coaster number 137. Here we go. All right, so we just, man, it's bright outside, but we just got off Mammut. What'd you think, Ash?
It was nice.
Yeah, it was fun. Not the most intense wooden coaster, my favorite necessarily, but they had new Gerstlauer trains on it, or relatively new, I guess. So it was very smooth, not rough at all. It was a little jerky, but for a wooden coaster, pretty freaking smooth and fun. And there was a cool little dark ride segment at the beginning where you're kind of going through like electrical switches and like kind of the sawmill, and then it went up the chain lift, so that was a nice little touch. Now it looks like for this building over here we have that bathtub kind of log flume ride, and it also shares a structure with the Wild Mouse coaster. Not sure which line this is for. I think it's the Wild Mouse coaster, which is way out the door. I think we're gonna have to find a restroom first, but we'll decide what to do next. What's up? I know it's a very hot and beautiful day, but I just can't believe how busy this park is today. So back here you can see the start of the line right there. And it goes over there. That's for that kind of river raft ride we looked at earlier. And now for this bathtub log flume ride, there you can see it go. But the start of the line's kind of back there, and then it continues all the way down, way back there. And over there. It looks like they have several of those kind of animatronic shows. This one's like an animal themed one. It's kind of cool. So we're making our way from Karacho and Mammut and stuff like that. There's that animal show I just showed. We're cutting through this way. We're gonna try to find that kind of new area where that new Vekoma STC is and see what else there is to do in the park. Oh my goodness. So this game, you fire out, well, eggs out of a chicken, shall we say, into the mouths of these guys for points. That's exciting. So we're kind of like on the west side of the park now, where there's a lot of kids rides and stuff. You can see right here, there's like a kids log flume attraction, which looks pretty refreshing. But then I noticed over here, there's like this car ride, but unlike Autopia or whatever, there's no track. And so I'm wondering if the kids are driving these cars themselves, or if it's like a trackless ride, you know what I mean? But I don't know. Either way, that's pretty interesting. I've never seen anything like that. We're getting closer to the roller coasters we want to ride. But right here it looks like there's a kind of splash battle-esque attraction on this lake. Although I'm not really sure who you're supposed to be splashing, because you're... Oh, did they get you? Oh, well, I guess you're supposed to be splashing Ash. So we found this like petting zoo we're about to check out, but I found it funny how you're supposed to wear a mask in here. Like, what is the goat gonna give you coronavirus or something? Anyways, they're definitely all over that food machine. Oh shit. Fighting over them food pellets. There you go, Ash is making a friend.
I think he was looking for food and a place to put it.
Why don't you get food?
I don't want to pay for it.
Oh, where'd it go? There it is. All right, hopefully the line's not too long. Looks pretty fun. Let's see how the Vekoma suspended thrill coaster compares to the suspended looping coaster. And it's pretty funny, so looking at Vekoma's website for a STC, it goes on to describe no less than 2 inversions, 5 airtime hills, and 6 exciting twists and turns. And in the picture is the one here at Tripsdrill. So I'm trying to double check, see if this is the only one in the world at the moment, but I'm pretty sure it's at least the first. So an exciting feat for Ash and I nonetheless. So after doing some research, yes, this is the first Vekoma STC in the world. It just opened up last year, and I believe they're constructing a new one in Ireland right now in Taito Park. It's gonna open up in about 2 years. So quite the accomplishment for Ashe and I today. Alright, so we just rode the Vekoma STC, and funny frickin' story. So as my family and friends and Ashe, who, well, I guess we're married, so she's my family, but as anyone knows me, I'm like deathly afraid of bees, right? Since first grade, and I got stunned by one on the playground. I don't want anything to do with bees or wasps. I frickin' run and scream like a little girl. I hate bees, right? So anyways, on the first drop, I had my hands up, and you can see where this story is going. And something hit my arm. It felt like a frickin', like a rock or something. I was like, what the hell? And my arm kept hurting though. And so I was like, what? And I looked down, and there's a giant frickin' stinger, plunged into my arm. And so I just had, so as we're doing all the corkscrews and stuff, I had to rip it out of my arm, and my arm's just frickin' pounding, hurting. I don't know if I'm allergic to bees or not. These are 2 oil burns I got, by the way, the other day. But you can see there's a little welt forming. So obviously not Tripsdrill's fault or anything like that, as much as it's my fault, or the bee's fault, I guess, for being in the way. But my arm's fine now, so I'll live. But it's funny because I've been deathly afraid of bees for so long, since first grade. And now I'm kind of like, that felt kind of good. I want to get stung again. Yeah, I'm dumb. But it still hurts a little bit. I think I deserve a beer after that. Well, so that was my experience. Ashe, what did you think of your first STC?
So, because I was stung by a bee and crying about it. It was actually really smooth and fun.
Yeah, it was.
A lot of airtime with the lap bar. Like, I'm 180 pounds, so it's like, I shouldn't be out of my seat, but I was.
Yeah, I don't remember anything about that ride because that bee sting, but that ride was like smooth as butter. I remember that. So it was and it was only what, like 25-minute wait?
Closer to 40.
Really? Still not too bad for a brand new ride.
Super smooth. Your head didn't jiggle. A lot of airtime.
Cool. Okay, now this ride is right next to, you know, the STC and stuff, but take a look at this and tell me this isn't the sketchiest thing you've ever seen. What the frick was that? It's like it breaks, quote unquote, but then you let go down. That's frickin' weird, dude.
Imagine getting bamboozled by a drop tower.
I got bamboozled when I saw that, so good thing I didn't like go on it or I would have frickin' had a stroke. Yo, I gotta take my mom on that, or my grandma.
Your mom would beat you.
Oh, she wouldn't be happy. So as Ashe is doing her parkour over there, I just noticed this sign. I'm not very well versed in German, but I think it's implying from a kiosk you can pick up like a rubber duck. And I guess you're supposed to set it in like there, and then it follows the stream, I think. All the way down here. Oh, it keeps going. And then I guess it ends off here. That's kind of cool. Look at this windmill over there, that's pretty sick. I wonder if that's like the windmill from the logo of the park, you know what I mean? Oh, here's a better view of that windmill. Ashe is confused what I meant by it's in the logo, but I'll show you in a minute. Okay, so here's like a park map, for example. See the logo of Tripsdrill, the windmill? I think there's a more detailed one somewhere, but you get the point. So this kind of reminds me of the thing at Eiffel Park in Gondor. So this guy in the outhouse, watch. I don't know if you could see it on the camera, but let me see your shirt. He spit on you. Well, we're back at the entrance kind of street of the park now. I think we're gonna check out this gift shop. Might be heading out a little early. We got to do most of the stuff we wanted to do. So I'm probably gonna get a souvenir or two. Maybe a beer or a soda or something, because it's still pretty hot outside. Oh, I like these beer mugs and coffee mugs. Oh look, Ashe, there's a puzzle. What was that? Alright, and I think we're gonna head out for the day. We got some orange cream popsicles, a couple little souvenirs, like some beer mugs and stuff. Ashe, what did you think of Tripsdrill?
It was alright.
Oh yeah, there's that mug. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we got this one in the Karacho.
Yeah, and then one of them's Karacho as well.
These are a nice little park.
Yeah, how do you like it compared to like Holiday Park or Movie Park?
I like it better than Holiday Park. There's more to do. There's not just like Holiday was the one with Expedition G-Force and that was it.
Yeah.
Whereas this one's just like, yo, we have like 4 roller coasters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all in all, it was a pretty cool park. Next time we come down, we'll have to check out that wildlife. You okay there? Next time we come down, we'll have to check out that wildlife park as well. Look at the animals. I think they have like bears and stuff here. Maybe stay in one of the tree houses, do a little review on that. But anyways, it was an exciting day. Got to go on some new roller coasters. Got stung by a bee. I think I got a little tan too because it's been a scorcher today. So with that being said, we're off. Until next time. Any final words, Ash?
No.
Alright, well, catch y'all later.